remember when I used to do vlogs 2 months ago every week? Yeah, it's been a while. I'm sorry. But I'm back now.
CTKaraoke, the gaming channel.
Welcome, YouTubers. It is vlogging day. So I know there's been some kind of like mixed messages because I haven't really done a weekly vlog on this camera and this room in a while because mainly I just needed a break away from vlogging. It wasn't anything against it. I love vlogging. I just sometimes kind of like grow a fatigue with it, so I just kind of need to like take a breather and then get right into it. So you're probably noticing the title right now and going, Corey, really? I knew, or Corey, I did not know at all, or Corey, you never brought this up. Why now? I'll tell you why, but today we're not going to talk about I'm not going to bring up the typical coming out story where I only talk about being gay. I'm going to come out as me. And this is a huge difference because this is what's going to change this vlog. Before I get to the gay portion of my story, first I need to talk about who I am as a person. And so if you guys know me, if you know me already, you already can kind of explain it in the comments below. You can explain how I'm very enthusiastic. I'm very passionate. I'm very knowledgeable at geek stuff. And that's who I am. I am a hardcore gamer, hardcore comic guy, anime guy, cartoon guy, toy guy. Like, I love this stuff, really love this stuff. It's who I am, and I also am huge into video production. I love learning the behind the scenes stuff. I would rather actually spend my time working on cameras and working on Adobe Premiere and Final Cut Pro. Like, that's my thing. So everyone knows me for these things. In fact, I've showcased them many times. I even have a word for me, Coreygasm, because I get so excited I jump up and down like a little 10-year-old. Like, these things seriously happen. I'm a very hyper person. So you're probably wondering, well, what's wrong with that? Simple. The reason there's something wrong with it is because in many people's eyes, it's not ideally how an adult is supposed to be. And that's kind of the mentality I keep getting here. You're gonna notice this in this entire vlog, this pattern of how everyone is kind of speaking for me and doesn't allow me to do the speaking. And that's mainly just how my life has been. Everyone has bullied me for my height, my weight, my eyebrows, my face, my facial hair, my enthusiasm, my happiness, my geek knowledge, the fact that I like games in society where people don't like games. It's like everything I do is so different from everyone else. And so I've been treated like crap for it. And for many years, I just felt like this took away my self-esteem because I just felt like, what's the point in being happy if everyone doesn't want me to? It's like everyone tries to find the target in me and they keep picking at it until I'm pretty much in a depressed state. And this is pretty much so many people. I still know people that try to do this to this very day because they clearly have not grown out of this mentality. Well, I'm sure you're probably wondering now, where does the gay portion come in? Well, with all the stuff I had gone through in my life of bullying, did it ever really feel like a time I could come out? Why would I add more, fuel to the fire? I would just be bullied more for everything else. That is what makes me different. I'm different from gay gamers, different from gay comic fans, gay anime fans. There's just so much different about me that I could never really identify or click with anyone in my life. Like, I still feel that way. I have no one to identify with whatsoever. And there's no one on TV that represents anything of me. And then when I told people I liked rhythm games, oh my God, it got worse because then people were like, rhythm games are the stupidest genre because it's just the same games again and again. They're so boring and this and this and this. But then, the people who criticize this play the same, 2-3 games. But getting into my point, it's like I was always in these scenarios where everything I did was so different from my peers. And the biggest example, me being a gamer, I was surrounded by non-gamers most of my life, and the fact that people wanted me to date non-gamers, which was, I found kind of a laughable statement because I want to date a gamer, you know, it's who I am. And for me, it's like going all to this stuff, it always made me feel like when I was growing up, I had no one really to, you know, connect with during my life when I was starting to realize I was gay or even bisexual, because there was just no one like me out there. And because there was no one like me out there, I didn't know what to do or what to say or how to feel about any of this. And that kind of like, I had like this empty point, you know, this empty point in my life. And this really started around like when maybe 9 years old. That's when I started to notice guys. But back then I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know anything about being gay or anything about it because I did not know anyone that was gay. I have no family members that are gay. So it was literally like, where do I stand? And then on top of that, I was a hardcore gamer and nobody else really played video games as much as me. And I still would rather play video games than go out in a party. And over the years, when I started to realize that I was becoming more attracted to guys, but I still didn't know what that meant. I didn't know it was that I liked them. I just assumed, hey, I was looking at guys because they're awesome. No, it was because I liked them. I just didn't put two and two together. I was a very late bloomer. And over the years, I was always put in these like scenarios where like people would try to give me this bro-ish mentality of like talking about hot chicks and girls and girls and girls and girls and smashing girls and doing all this stuff. And I've tried to be with women that way, and it never clicked. And I knew it didn't click, and I knew in my heart it wasn't right, and yet I kept trying to do it because everyone kind of put me in the pressure of it. So this pretty much made me feel like, you know, what's the point in having attraction to people? You know, nobody likes me. So it was just kind of like, it left me kind of like this empty void for a while. What did help me get through this, I think during my high school years, my friend Krista, who's even been in a couple of my vlogs, she's been my childhood friend since I was 7 years old. We're actually going 20 years next year. We went to high school together. She was the first person that I knew that was a lesbian. Like, she came out to me, and I didn't know what that meant. I thought she was actually joking at first, but it wasn't until I actually saw, oh, she's serious. This is what she meant. And, you know, back then, she always told me, like, try to get involved in, like, LGBT stuff, even if I wasn't gay. But the thing is, because I was a gamer, a lot of the people I knew back then treated me like crap. And I'm talking the LGBT people. They treated me like crap. And yet it's like, here we are trying to have equality and acceptance, and yet we judge other people for being different from us because we don't do things a certain way or do this way. You know, it's like, it's so hypocritical. It wasn't until I'd say maybe 21 that I finally came to terms with the fact that I was attracted to guys. I was with a guy for the very first time when I was 19. I had my first real attraction to a guy when I was 17. And yeah, it's just like the gap between 21 and now. I came out, not in this vlog, I'm sure some of you are surprised. I didn't come out in this vlog. I actually came out in the vlog in July when my mom, the week after my mom had a heart attack, which was devastating to me because I openly talked about the fact that I am gay, and I also openly talked about my depression, my anxiety, because these things are real to me. You know, I'm not making them up. I am a really anxious person. Everything terrifies me because I live a very over-analytical life. I can't stop thinking. There's nothing I can do about that. With all these things that were happening, you know, I finally realized I learned a lot about myself in my life. And this is probably the most confident I have ever been that I can honestly open up and talk about this in a public YouTube video, because I'm sure there's going to be so many people that are going to privately message me about this and talk to me, but I'm willing to open up to them because, like, honestly, you know, you're talking about you're my past self. You know, what happened in the past is the past. You know, it's like, if you still want to treat me the same way that you treated me when I was younger, then you clearly don't want things to get better. And that's something I want. I want to get better. I want to strive for difference and change. And I encourage it in my viewers. I encourage it when I stream. I encourage you to be different. To not always think that society has to tell you do things this way, this way, and this way. You know I do everything different. I will still continue to. It's how I am. It's how I lived my life. And yes, if you want to know what it feels like to be, a gay rhythm gamer, a gay gamer, it's pretty much the same feeling as any gamer, Like, I love what I love. Me being gay doesn't stop taking away from my skills as a rhythm gamer. It doesn't take away from who I am. It doesn't take away from my knowledge of video and everything. I'm still, passionate about this stuff. It shouldn't matter if you are gay or straight or bisexual or trans or, everyone should be passionate about what they love and not feel judged for it. And we need to encourage that more. And that's something I want to see, that's what I want to see from you guys. And I don't want you to think that, like, so many people have identified with me, and they don't have to be gay. So many people have identified with my scenario, on stream, because I've been there. I've been the little guy where nobody has paid attention to me. I'm tired of being the little guy. I'm going to show that this little guy can become the big guy and help support the little guy. And that is why I'm coming out as me, because now I am a proud, openly enthusiastic, hardcore geek and gay rhythm gamer and gay gamer, comic guy, everything, It doesn't take it away, and I'm still going to love what I love, and I'll still continue to talk about it. And I hope you really enjoyed this video, because I don't talk about this stuff very often on camera. Usually my topics are more geek culture based, but sometimes it's good to just have these personal, kind of moments where you can just like turn on the camera and speak without having to like always look at like a script or a guideline. I'm doing this without any script or anything, so I'm literally just talking for myself. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a rhythm game video and streams on Wednesday. And if you enjoy this vlog, hope you stick around for the next one. Like I said, I do vlogs every Monday, and it doesn't change anything. We'll still continue talking about geek stuff, because seriously, you know how many things we haven't talked about on stream? I have over 70 things that we have yet to do. We're going to make that happen, all right? I love you guys. I'll see you later.